The Galactic Archive had catalogued humanity as apex predator, extinct class 7. Scientists across 1,000 worlds had studied human remains in museums, analyzed their DNA in laboratories, written dissertations about the species that had somehow survived on a hostile death world before mysteriously vanishing 10,000 years ago. They were wrong. Dr. Kalith of the Zenithian Council led the expedition to Earth with the confidence of someone who had spent 3 centuries studying a supposedly extinct species. Her team consisted of the galaxy's finest xenobiologists, anthropologists, and military observers. They came to witness the last documented human settlement hidden deep in Earth's Amazon wilderness, a primitive community living without technology, untouched by galactic civilization. They came to observe. They came to document. They came to satisfy scientific curiosity about a species locked in their evolutionary past. What they found instead was a warning they were too proud to heed. The human village was small, perhaps 200 individuals living in structures of wood and stone. No electricity. No advanced weapons. No sophisticated technology of any kind. Dr. Kalith's team observed from their hovering research vessel, taking measurements, recording data, analyzing the fascinating primitiveness of these last remaining humans. Then the Void Collective attacked. 3 warships emerged from hyperspace, their weapons already charged. The Void Collective were galaxy-renowned slavers and raiders, creatures that had conquered 100 worlds through overwhelming military force. Their ships bristled with weapons that could obliterate continents. They had come to add Earth to their collection of enslaved worlds. What happened next would change the Galactic Archive forever. The humans didn't run. They didn't hide. Instead, they moved with a coordination and purpose that defied everything Dr. Kalith's team had documented. A man emerged from the village, tall, scarred, with eyes that held the weight of ancient knowledge. His name was Thomas, and he was something the galaxy had forgotten could exist. He was a human warrior. Thomas raised his hand, and the villagers responded with a discipline that rivaled military academies across the known universe. They moved through the forest with impossible speed, using the terrain in ways that suggested generations of preparation. But their greatest weapon wasn't physical, it was something far more devastating: understanding. They understood the Void Collective's technology because humans had once built similar systems. They understood military tactics because humanity had spent millennia perfecting the art of war. They understood psychology, manipulation, and the exploitation of weaknesses that the Void Collective had never even considered they possessed. Within minutes, the first Void Collective warship lost all power. Not destroyed, simply disabled, its systems compromised through a coordinated cyber assault launched from equipment so primitive that Dr. Kalith's instruments initially hadn't even registered it as technology. The second warship attempted to flee, but the humans had anticipated this. They had spent 10,000 years preparing for the possibility that the galaxy would one day return. They had maintained knowledge in forms the galaxy had overlooked: oral tradition, genetic memory, cultural practice. They had kept their warrior spirit alive in dances and rituals that were, in truth, combat training. As the humans systematically disabled each vessel, Dr. Kalith finally understood what the galaxy had forgotten: humans didn't need advanced technology to be dangerous. Humans didn't need claws or fangs or chitinous armor. Humans needed only one thing: the will to survive and the ingenuity to make survival inevitable. Thomas approached Dr. Kalith's research vessel with 24 warriors. His eyes held no malice, only clarity. "You came to study us," he said, his voice calm. "Good. Learn this: we are the species that killed gods. We are the species that brought down civilizations not through superior strength, but through superior thought. Your Void Collective came to enslave us. They brought weapons we understood before your civilization built its first starship." He paused, letting the weight of those words settle. "We didn't disappear 10,000 years ago," Thomas continued. "We withdrew. We chose to live in silence, to let the galaxy forget us, to prepare for the day when someone would inevitably return with conquest in their hearts. That day was today. Dr. Kalitha's instruments confirmed the impossible. Every void collective warship was completely disabled. Not a single human life had been lost. The supposedly primitive village had neutralized 3 of the galaxy's most dangerous raiders without firing a single conventional weapon. As Thomas and his people withdrew back into the forest, a single message was transmitted across Dr. Kalitha's communication array, reaching every scientific institution and military command in the galaxy. Earth is not extinct. Earth is not primitive. Earth is home to a species that needs no claws to kill gods. We have chosen peace with the galaxy, but know this, that peace exists only because we permit it. Do not test our patience. Do not test our capability. Do not forget again. In the years that followed, the Galactic Archive was forced to completely revise their understanding of human extinction. Humanity hadn't disappeared, they had simply stepped back, watching, waiting, remembering. And when the moment came to remind the galaxy what a true apex predator looked like, they did so with a precision that shook the foundations of galactic power. The last wild predators hadn't been studied after all. They had been studying everyone else. Kindly like and subscribe channel. Thank you.